Okay, so this is how you are going to get your diagram set up for your photosynthesis leaf. This should be taped into your notebook. To get it taped in, we're going to just tape around just a couple small pieces of tape on this side of the dotted line here. Now imagine that's in your notebook, and our goal here, don't use too much tape, no need to waste. You can see right here, I just have tiny little pieces that I'm using. Get it taped down to your notebook. I'm going to use a little piece on the stem here as well of the leaf. There we go. Now, this dotted line, you're going to create a little fold right here, and I don't know if the dotted lines truly match up on either side. It doesn't, but as long as it's relatively close, that's fine. We're now going to have it flip down so we can just see the back side of the leaf. Now it's time to cut out your outside of the leaf arrows. Mine are already cut out, so just cut out the outside ones. Now we're going to get this set up. So I have my arrows cut out, and I'm going to start labeling. Veins, those are going to be those darker colored pieces that are on your leaf. And I wouldn't tape them all down just yet until we get all of them put down. The upper epidermis, that's the upper skin. So I'm just going to set that and just point at the skin somewhere. Energy, and I know mine are upside down because of the camera, but you'll be okay. Energy from the sun absorbed by chlorophyll. So that's just energy hitting the leaf on the outside. And again, I'm keeping everything on this side of that dotted line. And then the last one from the outside, we have water. H2O enters the leaf through the stem, which originally came from the roots. So I'm going to label that somewhere pointed at the stem. Now you're going to quickly, at least I'm going to do it quickly, get these taped down. And so I'm just going to both kind of tape on my diagram and on my notebook. And I'm just using the tiniest, smallest pieces here. If you want to use scissors to cut the piece of tape smaller, that's great. But make sure everything's pointed where you want it as you get your tape set down. So now I have all of my outside ones taped down. I'm going to flip to the inside of my leaf. So, I mean, this is kind of, now we're pretending we're looking inside a cell of the leaf as we look at the insides here. So now I cut out my arrows for inside of the leaf. And I'm going to start off with my two names here, stoma and chloroplast. So the stoma are the little tiny openings, and I'm going to find a good place to kind of mark these where I'm not going to overlap my stuff here. Now for these, you're probably only going to want to tape them onto the paper itself and not tape on your notebook. So that way they'll easily be able to flip open and closed. So I'm going to do the chloroplast here as well. And again, I know the words are all written weird for you on the camera. Another little piece of tape to label my chloroplast. Okay. So then I have one, it says carbon dioxide enters through the stomata. So we have carbon dioxide coming in through these little stomata. You kind of pick the best place that you want to put it. I would avoid putting it on this side of the fold because it's just going to get folded over. It's probably not the end of the world, I guess, because you could tape it down over here. That's kind of up to you. Oops, I'm pointing at a chloroplast because I moved it. I'm going to make sure I'm pointed at a stomata here. So stomatas are the little openings. Glucose and oxygen are made by the chloroplasts. So again, I'm just getting small pieces of tape. This one's going to be pointed towards a chloroplast here. And then lastly, oxygen, O2, is released through the stomata. So I'm actually going to point this one out because it's actually leaving through the stomata of the plant. So I'm going to point it out here. And there we go. So now you're in your notebook. You can easily flip, see everything that you have right there. So go ahead, get yours all wrapped up and done, and then move on to the next steps.